Okay, so I finished doing Grammy's Magic Steamboat, which is book 3. Now I'm on to book 1. What I have is I have one with the draft, which is the original, and then I did a revised file, and then it looks like I revised every single chapter individually, and I saved them all in their own little folders. And then what I've done is put a revised draft file folder, and I've got all the files together in that one on here. Then I changed the font because for reading purposes I put it to Veranda 12, which makes it a nice big print like this. And then at the top, if you want, what you do is you put a header. So you go to Insert, and then you go to Header. Instead of Header, I don't use Header, I go to Page Number, and I like it at the top of the page. And then you have a choice here of 1, 2, 3. I like plain number 3 because it puts the number over in the right hand corner. So then I put that in, and then I just type in the title and revised draft and my name, so I know which manuscript this is I'm working on. It has 305 pages and 62,237 words. Now if I want to find out exactly how many words, so what I did is I copied and pasted all of them together. All the chapters are in here now. And then I have to double check and make sure I have each of the chapters, because I did write it down and I checked it off on my little notes here. See, I have 2 notebooks. I have this notebook here, which is a Garfield notebook. This is for Grammy's Magic Cottage. And then of course I have a notebook where I do my scratch pads and stuff. So I just did chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and that's so I know that I copied and pasted it onto there, because it gets confusing once you get doing it. Now, this book here is full of descriptions of the characters, which I have to go back over later. But since I'm going to be working in the middle of the book, I put a paper clip on it just to hold it there so that I can go right directly to that page. And then what I do is I write down today's date at the top, which is February the 19th, 13, and this is whatever page, I didn't number it. So this is Grammy's Magic Cottage, which I short form it, and this will be to-do list. Okay, so I've revised the draft, revised and then revised draft. And what you do with this is this tells you what folder it's in. So it's under C, Children's, and then it's Grammy's. I have to do that because I have so many manuscripts going on that I get confused about which one I'm working on. So there's Grammy's Magic Cottage, and then so I did a review in grammar, check, so that's done, so I checked that off. I put the copied and pasted chapters 1 to 10 into a revised draft. That's done. So the next thing I have to do, I got 305 pages with 62,237 words. I always keep track of that too, because you need to know how many words your manuscript has. So that's how much the draft has. It's a revised draft. So now what I have to do is I have to proofread the whole chapter. So say proofread and start page 1. Okay, so when I do my proofreading, I only do it for an hour each day. Then I write down what pages I worked on. And I was surprised because Grammy's Steamboat, which was in this book here, I started on February the 13th. And I got all the way to the 19th. So 6 days took me to work on it, which is an hour or 2 a day, right? And then when it came to key points in the manuscript that I thought could be a problem, I made a note of it so that I know that, oh, that's the blogs file. Sorry, we're looking at the wrong one here. This one's for my blogs, where I keep track of what I put on the blogs and what I got to do. This is the one we're looking at here. So yeah, we started February 13th, where you can see February 13th there. And then I wrote down what chapter I was working on, what number, what page number, how many words I had done. And as you can see, I started with about 51,487 words. And it finished with 54,857 words. So I actually added another 3,000 words to it, which is pretty good. And now I'm working on Grammy's Magic Cottage as of February the 19th. And that's book 1. So I'm backtracking because what happened is NaNoWriMo had a contest for this last year's script that we did in 2012, November 2012. So I entered the contest sending in a pitch for it. I thought, well, I better get it revised, just in case they do ask to look at it for some reason. But I'm going to have to let them know it is book 3, so it is a continuing story. And so I'm going to work on 1 and 2, try to get them ready. That way, if anybody likes number 3, maybe they'll like number 1 and 2. Okay, so that's my little video today. So, when we're going back to Grammy's Magic Cottage, if you want to check and see real quickly, when you go to review, you hit your spelling and grammar. It brings up a little box, which I've already done. So that's completed. And then it also has this option for word count. So if you... Oh boy. Is that better? Yeah, my camera doesn't want to zoom in today. I don't know what's wrong with it. So it says 305 pages. 305 pages, 62,237 words. And it gives you a count of everything. So that just tells me how many words I'm at. And it tells you how many characters, paragraphs, and lines, and all that stuff. So that's kind of cool. So this is the manuscript here. And I better do a close-up here in case you want to see. There. Grammy's Magic Cottage, revised draft, Linda Randall. Okay? So that's just a quick video on me working on this. Thanks for watching.